What's up guys, Trevor here with Ecommerce Paradise. Today I'm going to teach you how to start a high-ticket dropshipping business. This is a step-by-step guide building a lean, profitable, and freedom-first e-commerce business. Let's get into it. All right, first of all, what is high-ticket dropshipping? The model is really simple. Basically, you're selling premium products, $500 to $10,000 plus from US-based brands without holding any inventory. You become an authorized dealer of those brands, which means you have access to their warranty and their returns and all that stuff, customer service, support, and you're authorized to sell their brand online. So you can sell them through shopping portals and ad platforms and whatnot. You drive traffic via Google and SEO, and you earn usually on average 10 to 30% margins on every sale. So with that said, get your free beginner's guide at ecommerceparadise.com/beginner guide. It's a full, almost 1,000-page ebook that goes from start to finish on how to build, scale, and sell a high-ticket dropshipping business. Well, go get that beginner guide. Link is in the description below. All right, number one, if you want to start one of these businesses, is you gotta have to go through some business formation steps. You got to set up a legal foundation before you're talking to any supplier. Okay, they're gonna want to see all this in place before they want to do business with you. So first and foremost, you got to get an LLC. That's the most recommended thing, especially if you have assets to protect. And with an LLC, you'll get an EIN number, which is issued by the IRS, and it's a way for the IRS to keep track of how much revenue your business does, and also it's a way to keep track from your vendors how much they sell to you. All right, so in order to form an LLC, it's really simple. You can use Busy, which is my recommended provider, ecommerceparadise.com/busy. Link is in the description below, and also go to ecommerceparadise.com/resources to get all of our resources, all of the things that we use to set these businesses up with. But the LLC is very low cost to form. You can then go ahead and set up a business bank account and a credit card that's going to be dedicated specifically for your business. It doesn't have to be the name of your store yet. It could just be anything. Usually what I recommend is using like your last name plus the word like marketing or enterprises, something like that. Or you can just use your initials and then like add like the word stores, something generic, because maybe your first store isn't going to work out for you, so you want to have your name not be locked down to a single brand. Okay, so use some kind of initials plus a generic kind of like overall umbrella company style name for your LLC. Open a business bank account with that LLC and EIN. You're going to have to usually walk into a bank like Chase, Wells Fargo, whatever bank you have, maybe a local bank, and give them your LLC paperwork, your EIN, as well as your personal identification information and an initial deposit. And also, while you're there, you might be able to apply for some business credit cards. Now, keep in mind, business credit cards, you can always get sign-up bonuses, so definitely don't apply for a card unless you're going to get a sign-up bonus. That's going to be some sort of a cash or points reward just for setting up the card in the first place and making a minimum spend, meeting a minimum spend requirement. All right, but you'll need a business checking account and you'll need business credit cards in order to run this business. Ideally, Visa cards or MasterCards. American Express does work, but not all vendors accept American Express, so keep that in mind. All right, next thing you're going to need is a seller's permit. Seller's permits are really tricky these days, but usually you just have to get a seller's permit in the state that you have a residence in the U.S. Now, if you're a digital nomad and you don't have a residence in a particular state, I recommend working in South Dakota. South Dakota is really easy to get a residence in. You just have to spend a night at a hotel or a campsite even. You get a virtual office at America's Mailbox, and you go into the DMV with your virtual office address and your receipt for your hotel, and you can get residency in South Dakota and register to vote there. And then South Dakota has no income tax, which is great, and also no franchise tax on the businesses. So you can form an LLC there, you can get your EIN there, you can get your seller's permit there. And they're really, really seller friendly. The other thing is too, some suppliers, they're going to require to charge you sales tax in the states they have a nexus in, unless you already have a seller's permit in those states, which usually you don't in the beginning. So just keep that in mind. You're going to have to deal with that. You can, charge your customer sales tax to, make up for that, or you can just go out and get those seller's permits in those other states. But a lot of states won't allow you to get seller's permits until you meet a economic nexus, which is usually around 100,000 in sales in that state. So it's a little bit tricky, but there is a thing called the multi-jurisdictional seller's permit now. You can use that. So if you can't get a seller's permit right away, you just use that form, you put your EIN number, you give it to your supplier, and it's good enough to get started. But yeah, seller's permit is key with this business model. You're going to need it just because it's kind of like a reseller's permit. All right, the next thing, obviously, is you're going to need a domain and email. Now, before you get your domain, obviously, you need to decide your branding. Now, branding for retail stores, usually it's a some sort of a niche keyword followed by a branding keyword. So just keep that in mind. Retail stores are usually branded that way, like winecoolersdirect.com or something like that, right? You can do whatever branding you want, but just keep that in mind. If you're going for this business model, you're going to be an online retailer. You want to sell multiple brands, dropship. That's what you're going to want to go for. For domains, I recommend using Namecheap. It's a really good source. ecommerceparadise.com/Namecheap is our referral code, referral link. And for email, I recommend using Google Workspace. ecommerceparadise.com/Google Workspace is great for that. All right, and then you'll want to get set up with a phone number. You have many options for phone numbers, but the one I recommend these days is Kuo, Q-U-O, ecommerceparadise.com/Kuo, Q-U-O, and they just have a great platform. They have AI built in, AI receptionist, so can answer your calls and forward it to you if it's something that really is necessary, and you can train it on your catalog, you can train it on your FAQs and all that stuff and your policies, so you can answer most questions for customers, and it's pretty good. So check that out, QUO, ecommerceparadise.com/QUO. The next thing is the e-commerce platform. Shopify is the top choice for high-ticket stores these days. It's really easy and simple to use, and it's fairly low cost. You can get started with a free 3-day trial and then $1 a month for your first 3 months using our referral link, ecommerceparadise.com/Shopify. Go check that out. Start your Shopify store, connect your domain, get your email going, get your phone number, all the other stuff, and you'll be good to go. All right, next is figuring out your niche and supplier research. This part is really important because this is going to make or break your business and your success in this business model. You've got to choose a niche. Don't start a general store. It's going to be really tough and difficult to get any traction with the general store. So you got to choose a niche. And what I usually recommend doing is choosing a niche that, number one, is profitable. You just want to see that the average ticket is $500 plus, the average price point of the products. It's hard to tell what the margins are up front, but you want to work with something that's at least 10% margin minimum. Evergreen, you want to see that it's stable demand and not just trendy. Also seasonality, you want to keep that in mind. You can go to google.com/trends to get more ideas there. Authorized dealer model available is really important. So the way we do it is number one, go out and find your competitors. You just search your niche plus shop or store, analyze their brands. You can use Google Shopping to find it. Once you find a store that is online only, selling multiple brands, and it's on Shopify, you'll be able to basically know that all the brands that they're selling are dropshipping brands, right? They offer dropshipping services. So just extract their entire list of brands, all those brands, and then you can go to all of their product pages and copy and paste their product names back into Google Shopping to find more dropshipping stores. You just want to compile a big list of all the different niche-specific online-only competitors that are, just high-ticket dropshipping stores that are doing what you want to do, and see how many of those there are. If the niche is saturated, like there's way over 10, 20, 30 stores, it's going to be difficult to compete. If the niche is like not too saturated, maybe 5 to 10 stores at the most, then it's not that bad. You can get into it and still compete really good. If there's nobody in that niche, that's probably for a reason. It's probably because the suppliers, they don't sell to online-only stores, so you have to have a physical retail location. Or maybe it's just very difficult to get set up in the niche for whatever reason, or just doesn't sell very well, the margins are low, who knows. But there's usually a reason, and so you want to get into a niche with at least some competition. But once you identify those brands, it's really easy to find them. You just type the brand's name into Google and find their website, and you're looking for a contact page of some sort, somewhere where you'll be able to find a form to fill out, or even a dealer agreement form to fill out on their website, so you can make sure the email lands in their inbox. And then you just want to contact them, email or call or both, and ask about the dealer application process. But guys, if you are interested in getting a high-ticket suppliers list, like a verified list, we have a spreadsheet with 10,000 plus verified high-ticket suppliers at ecommerceparadise.com/suppliers. Go check that out. Very affordable, tons of different niches there. So get in there and get some ideas. But yeah, definitely niche research, choose a niche. Also, the last thing is choose a niche that's something that you're going to be able to sell, that you're going to be able to do a really good job at selling, that you're going to be interested in selling, that you maybe already have some experience with or have a passion around, okay? That's going to help a lot. All right, and then build your store. high ticket Shopify stores are not that hard to build, and Shopify has built-in AI nowadays too. So they can help you build pages, they can help you build demo products and all that stuff. If you want help to build your stores, go check out our done-for-you store build service, ecommerceparadise.com/DFY. We can do it for you. Or go check out our membership program, our Patreon that has our course in there, and you can watch me over the shoulder building a store and all that stuff. But besides that, just you got to choose a theme. We recommend using either the Shoptimize theme, Superstore theme, Booster, Turbo, Flex. Any of these themes work. We have referral links for all of them. Go check out ecommerceparadise.com/resources to see those, and use those links to purchase those themes. If you want to get a premium theme, if you just want to go with one of their free themes, that's fine too in the beginning. You need some key pages on your website. Your homepage, obviously, you got to make that nice. Put a banner, put your logo. You can use ChatGPT to make graphics nowadays. ChatGPT is very inexpensive to use, so use that. And make an about us page, contact, shipping, returns, privacy policy, all that stuff. If you want to know, get all the different page templates that we use for our stores and our client stores, go check out our membership program, ecommerceparadise.com/membership, and get in there, and then you'll have access to the entire thing we have. We have spreadsheet templates, we have page templates, all that stuff. All right, and then you'll want to make sure that your category structure is set up properly. So, main category, subcategory, stuff like that. You'll need to make the collections. You'll need to set them to tags. You'll need to create the menus and all that stuff. And then you'll go through and make the demo products using their AI. It's really good at it. And then, set up some apps, live chat, reviews, trust badges, email capture. There's a bunch of apps you can set up. And, once you reach out to some suppliers, you'll get some authorized dealer agreements, and you can start uploading their catalog. And there's a really great app you can use to extract listings from either supplier stores that they sell direct or your competitor stores, and that's called Copy, Kopy. Just keep in mind, though, that you don't want to copy competitors' descriptions, so definitely make sure you customize those descriptions. And for content customization, I highly recommend using Claude AI. Claude AI is great. You can also export your catalogs in CSV format, change it over to Excel, and then have Claude edit those Excel sheets in bulk and re-upload as CSV, so you can get it done in bulk. Of course, if you want help doing that for you, go check out our DFY, ecommerceparadise.com/turnkey or /DFY. All right, so next, once you have your store built and product uploaded, and you want to do your marketing and drive traffic and get some sales. So the number one platform that we recommend doing this with is Google Shopping Ads. It's the fastest way to get high intent buyers. Average is around 66 cents CPC, so it's lower than social ads, lower than search text ads. Performance max campaigns scale really fast, and our team manages it for you if you need it. If you're interested in support with setting up and managing ads, go to ecommerceparadise.com/ads. We also do Microsoft Shopping ads as well. And then the SEO. So using Claude, like I was talking about, you can create lots of great content on your website, and then doing outreach campaigns, email outreach campaigns. You get guest posts, backlinks from high DA websites, and you can scale up your organic traffic that way. So it's really good because it's long-term free traffic that compounds. You get free high-ticket sales from free traffic. I mean, what beats that, right? Category and product page optimization is essential. Blog content that targets buyer keywords is essential. Best X for Y, or product reviews, or alternatives, or this product versus that product, this brand versus that brand, that kind of stuff. Our team handles full SEO campaigns, so if you guys want help with SEO, go check out ecommerceparadise.com/SEO. And if you just want some overall how to do stuff help, I do private coaching as well. So you can go to ecommerceparadise.com/private coaching if you're interested in that. All right, next, you should be getting lots of sales by now. You'll need to manage your store and automate it. So there's going to be a lot of stuff to do every single day. You got to log into Shopify and your email and phone, and be ready to take phone calls and answer emails and stuff like that. Order processing is really key. Any returns and refunds, chargeback handling, back order management, warranty issues, shipping damage claims. There's a lot of stuff that can happen. It's a retail business, so don't think this is like a passive business model. There's lots of active stuff you have to do every single day. But with high ticket, the greatest thing is that you'll have lots of sales coming in. You get lots of money coming through your credit card, so you get lots of points and cash back. And with all the profits, you'll be able to have a great income and live a great life. And these days with AI, you can automate a lot of cool stuff. There's customer service chatbots with Kuo. There's the virtual receptionist, AI virtual receptionist. There's email automation flows. We use OmniSend for email marketing now, ecommerceparadise.com/OmniSend. Go check them out. And order routing systems. You can build it right into Shopify, where you automatically send purchase orders to suppliers when you get orders. And then also, usually have at least one VA on staff to run all the systems and, to handle stuff and do the follow-up and do the management for you so you don't get completely bogged down and just spend all day running this business. And have SOPs for every process. That's the best thing I can say is like whenever you're doing something, just document it so that you can have an SOP for later. So when something comes back up, you remember how to do it again. And then set up recurring revenue add-ons for your store, because that's the best thing that you can do long-term to kind of solidify your business so you don't just rely on new customers coming in all the time. Set up a membership program, maybe $10 a month or something like that. And get your customers to sign up for it and provide some value. Have like maybe a Discord server, or you can, have some sort of group chat somehow, or you can just provide, ongoing, discounts, whatever. Also, a great thing to do with these businesses is B2B and B2G. So B2B is like business to business. So for example, if you're selling espresso machines, sell to coffee shops, hotels, other types of businesses, those types of businesses, you can do some outreach, networking, and get in touch with them. You can make a lot of money because they're going to order over and over again and in bulk, and they'll refer you to other people as well. The greatest thing about these kinds of stores, besides being location independent and that they provide a great income and all that stuff and all the points you can get, is that you can actually sell them. They're an asset. And there is an exit strategy with these stores. So if you get to the point where either your business begins to decline, or maybe it's just doing really well and you feel like an exit is, an ideal opportunity, or maybe you want to move on to other ventures or something like that, or you have something else in mind, or you have a big life event, maybe a divorce, or you have a kid, or you're moving abroad or something. You just want to exit, right? There's a lot of reasons why people want to exit, but prepare your financials, keep spreadsheets and bookkeeping apps, and try to keep your finances separated as much as possible. You can get 3 to 5x annual profit valuation if you do all the good work to like set yourself apart and stuff like that. If you don't, and things are kind of easy still to break into the niche, you might get like a 2 to 3x annual profit valuation, but I've seen up to 3 to 5x before. Business brokers like Empire Flippers or Flippa work really well. Flippa's usually on the lower end, Empire Flippers on the higher end. There's other ones like Quiet Light too, and we also offer that service as well. So if you're interested, just go contact us, Trevor@ecommerceparadise.com. I can help you sell your business. Direct to investor listings are what we offer, and it's one of those things where it's just probably one of the easiest ways to sell your business. It's just like post your business in a Facebook group. I have a store for sale, that kind of thing. But yeah, you definitely want to have a process where you're vetting these people that look at your stores, because people are going to ask to look at your stores. You got to add them to your analytics and all that stuff to double check things. And you got to tell them what your domain is too. So if you just give anybody information that isn't actually a accredited investor, you for sure they have money in their account, then it's possible people are just going to steal your information. So be careful. Do your due diligence with everybody that comes to you. That's why I like Empire Flippers. They're one of my favorites just because they go through that process for you. They vet investors and all that stuff, and they make it so the people looking at your listings are probably actually people that are going to buy it. But yeah, you have to go through a negotiation process, structure the deals, especially if it's a more expensive store. It's going to be more of a process for due diligence. But after the fact, like if you can get your store up to like 5 or 10K a month, 50 to 100,000 in a year in profit, you can sell it for possibly a few $100,000, something like that, or higher. And that's the best thing about it. So that's what these businesses are all about. So if you guys need help or want help to succeed with a high-ticket dropshipping business, we have so many great resources for you. We have our masterclass. It's a full A to Z high-ticket dropshipping course. Go check it out. Done for you stores, one-on-one coaching, a supplier directory. We also have a free mini course and a free niche research guide and a list of 1,000+ niches. Ecommerceparadise.com/niches is the best thing. Make sure you definitely go check out our resources for all of our different affiliate offers that we have. Lots of different tools. So go support us by clicking our links to sign up for these tools. Ecommerceparadise.com/resources and everything at our blog as well. So guys, if you're ready to start your high ticket dropshipping store, go check our free course, full masterclass, done for you services. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure you subscribe. Take care.